Oh man, yeah. All right, hey man, it's made in the 1980s going live on a Monday afternoon. I got my guy back here in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I got my Michael Jackson Beat It shirt on because man, I think he gonna tell some people to do exactly that. So oh man, my guy Wang, Wang, dang, he's here. Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Man,
How are you?
man, hey, you know what? When I went to sleep last night, I was doing fantastic.
Okay.
I was doing great when I went to bed last night.
Okay.
And then I woke up to some bullshit. And
Whatever could you have woken up to?
I have not been in a good mood all day.
Oh man.
Uh, but I sat down. I had a nice long talk with my lady,
Okay.
and I made the conscious decision
Mm.
to not discuss um, J. Cole's decision to take 7 minute drill down.
Wait, no, we're not doing that. Hey, cuz,
No,
sorry.
no, 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 hold on. You see that look you just gave me? You see that look you just gave me? That's the same fucking look I had when this bitch ass did that shit. That's the same fucking look I had on my face when he did that shit. Fuck that.
Hey, you got me. You got me.
Fuck that.
You got me. Hey, I'm here. I wish you were right. You got me. You got me. Mm. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh man. That was good. Hey, that's a good one. You got me on that one, my brother. You got me on that one. Man,
Bruh,
listen.
This dude. Now, me and you, we've had this discussion, and I've said countless times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like this between those two gentlemen, K. Dot and Cole, that it's going to be anything heated. It's not going to be anything detrimental. It's going to be a sparring match.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have some fun with it.
Yeah, for sure.
You bitched out. Period. You bitched out my.
That's
Look.
a good Tarantino's type in there. Another time you over here, just pause, time out. You all right? T-Mart, time out. But this is made in the 1980s. We are going live. I got my Michael Jackson Beat It shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe some of y'all need to do that expeditiously. We're here to talk J. Cole's apology and who to blame. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I am not wearing a cape. But I am going to force y'all to look at rap and hip hop and a lot of decisions from some of our favorite rappers over the last 50 years differently with this conversation. I'm so glad that this is happening the way it's happening. I love the reaction. I love the conversation. I love the banter. Everybody's choosing a side. You know what I'm saying? And so far, we're going into this, oh, I'm so mature that I get it. Or, nah, F all that. And then there's people in the middle. There's a lot of rappers that are talking. I'm going to talk to y'all too. This is going to be funny. This is going to be fun. I'm here for this, but I got to let my mans go crazy real quick. Pause if necessary on this topic. So to catch everybody up, if you're unaware, listen, might delete later. The project dropped. Fire. I messed with it super heavy. 7-minute drill. Last track on the project. To be honest, cool. It was always a cool record. I thought it was, a quote, an appropriate response for what Kendrick did on Like That, which was on Future and Metro Boomin's project, right? So now, a couple of days have removed from that. People have had a chance to digest, register, talk about it, everything that's going on with the record. J. Cole alludes to a lot of things that he could say and would do and can do. And the disc really did sound like, hey, you sure you want me to do this type of thing? But now we realize he was literally talking to himself. So now here we are. Dreamville Fest comes up. J. Cole in the middle of his set just outright apologizes. He apologizes to his fans. He apologizes to Kendrick Lamar. And he even says, look, Kendrick, if you're going to diss me and you're going to shoot at me, hey, I got my chin out. Take your best shot.
Pause.
I'm going
Pause.
to hey, and that's what he said.
Pause.
So, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? That's how he feels about the whole situation. So with that, it has raised the ire of Mr. Wang here. And we are here to talk about it. And we're here to talk about it in a real way. This is going to be awesome. I feel it in my bones. We're only 5 minutes in, and I love this. Proceed, sir. I'm here for you.
The hip-hop head in me feels away.
Okay.
The adult in me feels away.
Okay.
The child in me feels away.
Okay. We have 3 sides to this tale. Okay.
Yes. Now, let's start with the adult side.
Okay.
Let's start with the adult side. I felt I can respect a man that can look himself in the eyes and say, I fucked up. I was out of care. I can respect that. I can. Because you have a lot of people in the world that can't do that. You know, they can't admit when they're wrong. It's just period. You have a lot of men in the world, a lot of people in the world that can't do that. So for that man to get in front of thousands of people and say, that was me being out of character, my bad, and verbally apologize to K-Dot. Cool.
Okay.
I respect that. Now, I also like to hold people accountable, as adults should hold other adults accountable.
For sure.
Regardless of who was around you, you're your own man, Cole. So regardless of what people around you were saying, what the fans were saying, you made the conscious decision to sit down and write that 3 minutes and 30 seconds and put it on the album. At the end of the day, you chose to do that. Nobody forced you. Nobody said you had to do it. You chose to do it. Own that shit. Don't get in front of her talking about I got people in my ear and the fans were saying it. You ain't never gave a fuck about people being in your ear and fans saying it before. You always did shit the way you wanted to do it. Now you're impressionable? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Okay. All right. So you want me to hop in here real quick, or you want to
dive in as an adult?
So dig it. From the adult aspect, right? Okay, I get it, right? Here's my deal. I'll say this, and maybe people don't want to go back this far because, see, all of my just, like you said, the hip-hop head in you, the adult child in you, everything about this for me is kind of clicking on all cylinders. But now I'm deep into my rap nerd bag, and I've said this a couple times on some group chats, and then I've even mentioned this on my now defunct show, Banging on Lunch Tables. You know, Cole, ever since Cole got cleaned up by Diggy Simmons, it's been a little like shaky on like what he's going to do in combat. And I know many of you might be looking at this and talking about, wait, no way Diggy cleaned up J. Cole. Not 2012, 2013 J. Cole, but he absolutely did. For y'all that do not know, here is literally what happened. I want to say it's the sideline story or the Friday or Saturday Night Lights mixtape. One of the two. Either way, I don't remember the song, but J. Cole alludes to hitting one of Diggy's sisters.
Right.
Diggy was like, no, that's cap. You shouldn't say that. That never happened. Blah, blah, blah. J. Cole doubles down on it. So Diggy disses him, right? And I was like, oh, wow, that's a very Reverend thing of you to do. But that's awesome. Like, like you're just like your pops. I love this. So then Cole goes into the Breakfast Club, kicks this subpar freestyle, and shoots a shot at Diggy, and Diggy fires right back, I think, on the Made You Look beat. and he fired off saying, basically, to surmise it, he was like, you want to be me. You're mad because my dad is who you want your dad to be. And I'm better than you. And you never hit my sister. You lying on your dick and you pillow talking at the same time, you lame. That's what came from Diggy in a very summary type of way. And Cole stopped responding. now, so look, so truth be told, and Diggy didn't cuss. He didn't call him a bitch. He didn't say anything about it. I think the worst word he said was nigga in the entire diss. And Diggy clinked him up. I was like, look, I'm here to give respect. I mess with J. Cole. I like J. Cole. Hey, but Diggy got him out of here on that. People didn't want to believe me. Look where we're sitting now in 2014. Damn near 10 years later from that moment happening. And look where we're sitting right now. Right? So, as I do that, and as I think of that, I should say, I think we have a lot of people to blame as we tear this out. And the first thing I want to do, though, is start with blaming ourselves for the new reality that we are in. Let's blame ourselves real quick, right?
Okay.
The aspect of blaming ourselves is this. It's 2024, Wang. We are now 2 solid generations of MCs, rappers, artists. We're 2 generations removed from the guys, the men and women who had to battle to get seen, be heard, and get on. This whole crop, the last 15 to 20 years of artists have not had to do that. They got on the internet. Like, we totally discount, like we laughed at Soulja Boy, right? But that was 2006. He got himself on the internet and he got himself popular, and then that's what happened. What happens 3 years from that? The blog era. That's how we know Kendrick Lamar. That's how we know J. Cole. That's how we know Drake. We heard of them from websites, not because they was on Fight Club or Cocaine City freestyling, or because they battled Murder Mook or Loaded Lux. We don't know them from none of that. We know them from saying, hey, yo, I'm going to put out these raps and hopefully somebody signs me. And even from that, they've cut out they cut out everything that Jay, Nas, X, KRS-One, Rev Run, Ice Cube, Scarface, everybody that had to do something like that, something performative and aggressive to get on. We're now 2 years removed from people that didn't have to do that. Like, and even now more so, we're listening to people that don't even want to be called rappers. There's a generation that don't even want to be called rappers. So J. Cole is the last generation of dudes that really wanted to be called rappers. When you getting into late 2016 or 2016 until like now, they want to be artists, they want to be brands, they want to be all these other things except actual rappers. So
I agree with that.
So part of me blames myself for thinking like, well, yeah, come on. Like, was he ever really about this life of verbal combat that, he might have seen? Obviously, he's a big Jay-Z fan, so he's very well versed in what Jay-Z has done with Mace and X and Nas and 50 and all that. But it didn't really pan out,
Okay. Hold on. I don't want you to get too far before I get a chance to say this.
For sure.
Okay, so I get what you're saying as far as from not being cut from the battle cloth.
Mm-hmm.
What made him drop false prophets?
Great question. I'm glad you said that.
Because you were shooting slugs at false prophets.
And see, and you know what? And where people heard slugs, I heard, come on, man, you actually great. Keep going. Fuck no. It's a motivational speech. It's like, it's no different from Eric E.T., the hip-hop preacher, talking to you, in my estimation.
True enough, yeah, it wasn't a diss track. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a diss track, but it was a response. Or was Groundhog's Day first?
No, False Prophets came first because it came before his album.
Okay, right. Okay.
But yeah,
so even with that being said, you drop False Prophets first. I'm not going to say for no reason, because you dropped False Prophets, it lit a fire under his ass, and I appreciated that. Mm-hmm. You know, from my personal standpoint on that situation, you already know that,
right?
But nobody asked you to do that. A phone call could have been made to do that. Because 24 hours later, y'all courtside watching the basketball game. That means there wasn't no love lost. There was no malice. He got where you was coming from, and it was received and accepted. Cool. Yeah. But again, you made the conscious decision to get into the booth and drop 7-minute drill. Regardless of what the rest of the world was saying about it, saying to you about it, or how they wanted you to move about it. Again, since when do you move to the beat of the world's drum? You never had your entire career.
See, that's where I think we're going to part ways just a bit. I'm going to give you information. I'm going to give you information that you probably probably just flew over your head, because you've been around. You've seen it. You've seen it. And even he's spoken to it. I'm convinced the only real conscious decision that J. Cole has made during his rap career is wanting to get signed by Jay-Z. I think that's the only thing that he's actually done on his own accord. I think everything else has been strategically placed by bugs in his ear.
Okay.
Now that's my personal opinion. I'm welcome anyone, including yourself, sir, to challenge it. But I honestly do believe that, that the only thing that he's definitely tried to do for himself was get signed to Jay-Z. And he did that. Oh, and I'm sorry. And play professional basketball, which he did a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? He got to Africa, put up a couple buckets. Like, they wanted him to try to dunk in the All-Star weekend. Like, I get it. So those are two things that he's actually tried to do. And he was successful at it, beyond the average bar of whatever success would be for anyone. It's like, well, you know for a fact that J. Cole got signed to Jay-Z, and he made a Jay-Z album, and you know for a fact he got a paycheck as a professional basketball player, even if it wasn't the NBA. You know that. Those are facts. The reason why I say that, though, Wang, is because everything about his first album, The Sideline Story, sounded like nothing like the warm-up and everything that I personally expected as a J. Cole fan at the time. I was pissed when I heard his first album. I was like, nah, this ain't it. And the best songs on here, I had them a year ago. So I don't want to hear this. Like, dog, don't you mail it in for me. I was going to buy this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you ain't just going to put Missy on your album. That's the one original song that I actually like and think that that's going to get it done for me. But, you know, I heard him say in the interview, he was like, yeah, I felt like enough people didn't hear a lot of the songs that were near and dear to me, so I add them to this project. Man, if you don't GTFOH with that, like, dog, like, what about me? The dude that was listening to you in the summer of 2010 on XM radio and was like, yo, dude is actually super nice. Like, I want to hear what else he has. And I saluted you for the Jay-Z feature on Blueprint 3. And it's like, dog, like you shortchanging me. And to be honest, that don't sound like a move that's gonna come from a guy who's so artsy and trying to make something happen for himself. You know, this is coming off of the heels of my mixtape sounds like an album era. Like, so dog, so in that respect alone, you gotta give me something new. And you didn't. And then there's obviously the infamous J. Cole was upset that he was at the BET Awards with the same Versace shirt on as like French Montana and somebody else. It's like, so he started dressing like so basically every outfit you've seen him in from album 1 and 2, he didn't pick. Like that wasn't his style. So from the first album to Born Sinner, he's now just taking advice from other people about who to be as a rapper. Where's my rapper kit? I'm gonna put it on and we're gonna make this work. So now here we come to 2014, Forest Hills Drive. Now he's making a big deal about how he showed up to Angie Martinez with no lineup. And that's supposed to make you different, right? As a rapper, because I should have a chain on and I should have, like all this other nonsense. And he's making a big deal out of not having to shape up and how he just doesn't give a fuck anymore. It's like, okay. And then he does the Forest Hills Drive album, which was his renaissance, right? His renaissance of doing it how I want, when I want, and it's a good project. It's a really good project. I'm not trying to hate on it. I didn't like the fact that a guy that's in his late 20s, maybe 30, was rapping about losing his virginity, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you rap about what you want to rap about and let that be that, right? So. And hey, look, it gets critical acclaim. It's platinum with no features. Like, that matters. Like, all these mindless stats that really don't mean anything now to anybody as we look at this apology and people's reaction. Like, means nothing to anyone now. But this is supposedly when he starts living for him. But Jedi mind trick with that though, Wang. He's not the first rapper to brand himself as not giving a fuck.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, Eminem's done it. DMX has done it. Pac did it. You know what I mean? Like, there's like, so even that in itself, even you branding yourself as the IDGAF rapper ain't new. Like, it's not brand new. It's like, okay, yeah, we encourage your individuality, but then he goes on the streak of just trying to be too different. And I think everybody knows what I mean when I'm saying he's trying to be too different. Like, dog, you out here and you got your t-shirt tucked into your sweats and you're wearing New Balance. It's like, all right, come on, dog. Like, what? Like, we get it. You not like them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then, then he started dressing like a hobo for a minute, and then it was just like, all right. Then the for your eyes only thing drop. He tried to do a surprise drop again, not that well received. Then he drops KOD. It's actually a better, well received album, but at the same time, it's him trying to be the big homie, the different big homie. At the same time, but speaking about the game in a way where it's becoming too drug-induced, too overly sexualized, overly glamorized, and all that. And I get it, because he's on the outside looking in, watching it, and he's successful without necessarily co-signing or doing it. So that makes sense. But to me, Wang, all of this is calculated. There is a calculatedness with being contrarian. And you still need a certain amount of yes people around when you're being contrarian. like because J. Cole has proven over the last 15 years, yeah, I'll bust a move, but what you think about it. I mean, this is the same guy that took regular motherfuckers' questions and answers about them not liking the first two albums. Like, he was like, yo, hey, why don't you like it? It's like, why are you talking to Tony from Flint, Michigan? Like, why are you even talking to dude about your album? Why?
I can't dispute any of that. I can't dispute any of it. Because you're right. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm biased.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm biased, but I really like Cole.
I dig it. No, hey, listen, I actually like Cole too.
Yeah, but no, I can't dispute any of that, and I won't try to. but that was only, but that was only the adult aspect of how I feel about this whole situation.
So let's go to step two, because I got more. I took notes just in case. I took notes. I want to say a lot of things I want to say. I'm so glad Jones tuned in. Jones, I'm about to blow. You about to blow a fucking gasket, my friend. I can't wait for you to hear this. I can't wait for you to hear this. It's made in 1980s.
Okay, so we touched on the adult aspect of how I felt about it. You gave your adult aspect of how you felt about it. What do you want to do next?
Well,
we go. I think we should go childish because I think you should end this deep into your hip hop bag.
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, I love to be a rap nerd, so thank you again. I appreciate this. Let's go.
Now, the childish part of me is probably the part that everybody wants to hear. Because fuck that shit. No motherfucking apologizing.
There's no crying in baseball.
No, we're not even gonna use that. I'm gonna take it back. Tupac, the movie Juice. This nigga scared.
Yeah.
You ain't. This nigga scared. That nigga woke up, wrote that 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, don't get me wrong. Back into my adult a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I've been saying it since the Kendrick dropped his. Mm-hmm. If they go into a sparring match, it's going to be really light. It's not going to be nothing that's going to hurt feelings.
Yeah.
I was under the impression it was going to be like how Tory and Joyner Lucas did their joint a couple years back. You know, did a couple back and forth, just had some fun with it.
I was definitely disappointed in Joyner Lucas on that. But go ahead.
He never should have lost that, but he did. Yeah. And I fucked with Joyner Lucas.
And I don't like Tory Lanez at all. Like I literally was like, yo, the dude that make R&B songs for dudes that don't really like women just beat you. I was super mad at that. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's another topic for another day. Yeah, but we both agree on that one, though.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's what I was expecting. They're gonna have some fun with it. You get on everybody's shit for like the last 3 years. I'm the best. I'm the GOAT. I'm the king. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Nigga, you just called yourself Ali.
Mm-hmm.
You showed me a time Ali bagged down.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit from you ever again on a verse. None of that GOAT talk. You cut it out. You cut it out. You had the chance to prove that you are not the redhead stepchild of the big three.
Mm-hmm.
And you bagged down by saying, you don't sit right with myself. Shut your puss ass up, nigga.
Yeah, hey, look. The facts are the facts. Ali ain't done nothing but Vietnam. That's it. He ain't like nothing but Vietnam, and for a good reason.
And rightfully so.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you can't jump on the mic with nobody. In my opinion, you can't jump on the mic with nobody from here on out and talk that GOAT talk. This was your opportunity to show your motherfucking skill. But it don't sit right with your soul. Hey, look, leave your soul at home when you go to the motherfucking studio, nigga. Leave that spiritual motherfucking miracle shit, goddamn it, at the motherfucking crib when you come to the studio. Because this was your fucking opportunity.
Yeah.
For the dude, you been, man, J. Cole been bodying every fucking thing he's touched for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Ain't missed. You literally, you are climbing the rank right now because K-Dot isn't as
active.
Yeah. You know, so it's like, this is your opportunity. Mm-hmm. You may not get number one, but you can most definitely go to number two right now. Mm. And you just fucked that up. You just fucked that up. Be a little bitch.
Okay. Hey, look, you know, I'm actually with you on the no more GOAT talk. You know, I mean, listen, I've been over rappers talking GOAT talk since like 2015, to be honest with you. I'm tired of rappers talking about they the best or they're gonna be the best, and they literally don't put themselves in positions to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are so many rappers that exist that just spew anything. Jones is wilding in the comments right now.
Wilding in the comments right now.
Yeah. But there's so many rappers that are just going on about I'm the GOAT, I'm the best of this, can't nobody do that. And it's like, well, you're not really that guy, right? And the thing about it is, usually, well, we come from a time where, yes, a lot of rappers said they were the best, but there wasn't a time where they were not willing to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Rev Run said this is Run's house, he was ready to get anybody the business. And it's documented. If you check out enough Drink Champs episodes from anybody that's over 40 years old, they was like, yo, Run was stepping out of a Rolls Royce in the middle of Queens and was battling. So off the rip, he was just like, yo, no, I know what I said in the studio, bro. I really mean out here on this block. So if you want it, come get some of this. You did? Same thing with LL Cool J. Yes, LL loves licking his lips and getting the ladies to allure and to cater to him and do all this rap shit, but he's the one that originated I'm the greatest of all time, and he's willing to take it too far at a moment's notice. Like, it don't matter what coast you're on, what style of rap you do. LL Cool J is going to try to take your head off because he really believes that he's absolutely the best. Same with Joe Budden, and I know people hate Joe Budden. I get it. I'm a fan, though. I'm a fan because I listen to music in real time. I watched him annihilate Prodigy, rest in peace, and I was like, oh my God, Joe Budden is really a problem. Like, because it was bad enough that Prodigy didn't surmount any kind of offense worthy of talking about against Jay-Z. And I now do wonder if his verse on the Annie Up remix that got cut was really his verse that was on Burn, because the tempos are about the same. But when I heard what Joe did on Blowing the Wall, I was like, oh my God. Like, he just can't get a break. But even with that, Prodigy, I got him as the Glass Joe of battle rap, and he never backed down because he really swore he was the best. So yes, childish nature of me, and as we did a little bit into the rap bag as well, I think if you are going to talk about being the best, then you should prove it in any environment that people bring to you. I think that's important. But because, hey, look, but I want to be clear, it's okay to rap just to rap. You know what I'm saying? I don't want none of y'all to get confused. If you just want to rap and like, oh, I'm super dope and I'm funky fresh and you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, like that's cool. But when you begin to like the Johnny P's Caddy verse on the Benny the Butcher joint for Tana Talk 4, I believe, he's literally like, yo, on God, I'm the best rapper alive, headshot, and I go ask the next rapper that died. It's the book. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I was like, okay, so you've already putting it out there like, yo, hey, look, anybody that disagrees with me being the best is getting sniped out here. I'm here for that. I don't understand why he turned that switch off for this, but I have a theory. And I'm going to let you get to your third point. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot to say on the hip hop part. But the rap nerd bag is going to be extended, y'all. We going over an hour. I'm just letting you know off top. we over an hour. I got a lot to say. Jones is wild. Shout out to everybody that's in here, to the versatile that's in here, you know what I'm saying? Everything. All of y'all. What up? What up? What up?
Yeah, Jones is most definitely Birdman head rub laughing at this bullshit right now.
Man, yeah, hey. Jones is one of the biggest Kendrick fans you'll ever meet in your life. He's having a field day with this. I already know. But watch, I'm about to make him want to get on this live. Watch this.
Okay, so let's get into your let's go ahead and get into your superpower to hip hop nerd bag.
For sure. Let's
just start off with just battling since we already talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we previously spoke on this too. This last generation, Cole, Kendrick, Wale, who else can you throw in that mix? Let's see, we could throw in the Griselda boys,
Mm-hmm.
These are the last few, as people like to call, rappity rap niggas.
Yeah.
We talked about this before. We are losing that in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, being that I'll call them minus Drake, I'll call these guys real hip hop enthusiasts.
Okay.
They love this thing called rap. And unfortunately, a part of rap is battling. You may have to punch back. You can't block all the time. Sometimes you got to punch back.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna win no boxing match if all you're doing is blocking.
Mm-hmm.
You got to throw a punch. You can't pick and choose where you throw your punches either. Do you think J. Cole can ever get out of being number 3 of the big 3 with a I don't want to diss my homeboy mentality?
For the era that we're in, yes, he can definitely stay in there. And he can definitely stay in there because he was just kind of put there eventually. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think it's just the perfect storm. I think Forest Hills Drive came out, but then what was it? Maybe I Decided came out after that. Listen, I don't know. What the point I'm trying to make is that there was a point where J. Cole was nowhere near this big 3. So, and we've just decided that over time. Maybe it's because he signed with Jay. Maybe it's because of the Missy record. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe Workout and the joint with Miguel. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe that was what it was. I don't know. But the thing is, he can definitely stay in the big 3 because, I mean, look at how we're receiving the apology. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at how just universally how we're accepting this. And it may be
I'm not accepting this shit.
Hey, and look, and I respect you, not accepting it. But you know what it made me think of, to get off of music real quick? It made me think of Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva, what was that? Around 2000, what? 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Anderson Silva was the greatest fighter in the world at that point, right? It was undoubtedly, he was making people look silly. He was dropping people with backward moving right crosses and jabs. He was kicking people in the face. He was kicking people's heads off. He was unstoppable. And at that time, another guy who was killing shit. He's the first guy that we ever saw win a UFC battle with a front karate kick, just a regular front karate kick, and that was Lyoto Machida. So obviously, the collision course was already set, right? Silva and Machida were supposed to go at it, and that was going to be probably the fight of the decade. And literally, Anderson Silva shut that down in a press conference. He didn't even let the banner get to it. He was just like, no, that's my man's. I'm not fighting him. And it was another person that he would not fight either. I think it was like Souza. Souza was the dude, his last name anyway. But and that kind of made me think of this. It's like, yo, Anderson Silva has a claim at being the greatest fighter in the world right now. And there's already 2 people that he's saying off the rip, we're not doing that. I'm not fighting these guys. And that's kind of how I'm choosing to view this. Now, with that being said, do you think any less of Anderson Silva as a fighter with just knowing that information right now?
It would make me question why he was. Are you ducking or are you choosing? Because we also have this same issue that's going on in boxing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why are the 2 best refusing to fight each other? Y'all trying to hold on to a record.
That's a fact.
I'm undefeated. You undefeated. If we don't fight each other, we both stay undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
Big shit.
So
big shit. Because the best, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, right?
That's a fact. That's how we were taught. That's how we were taught.
To be the best, you have to beat the best. Now, there are situations where you never get the opportunity to fight the best and you become the best, but you weren't ducking.
That's true. That's true.
Me personally, I can't give you the title of being the best if you avoided Floyd Mayweather at all costs just so you can retire with a perfect record. Mm-hmm. You mean nothing.
I respect that.
You mean nothing.
And for clarity, I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Oh, well, you're drinking now, so but no. So I respect that, and for more clarity, I should say, Anderson Silva said he specifically wouldn't fight Machida or Souza because those were his friends. He was like, nah, them really my guys. This is combat. This is battle. I can't. Basically, he was just like, I can't muster up the whatever that is, that animal instinct to hurt these guys like I would need to win. And look, and props to Dana White, because he felt like you. He was like, man, fuck all that shit you're talking about. This is gonna be the biggest payday in UFC. You doing this fight. And really, in the matter of speaking, and the Silva was like, well, hey, look, if that's what's left, I'll retire. And sure enough, he left. Like Machida left, Silva left, like, so the fight never happened. And he's doubled, tripled down on that. He's like, yo, I'm never fighting Lyoto Machida. Like, it's not happening. I don't care. He was like, look, we can both kill shit and all of this. He was like, but we're not fighting each other. I'm not with it. So no, I totally agree with you, because I mean, hey, look, man, even Ric Flair, man, to be the man, you got to beat the man, and I am the man. Woo! That is whoa. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not opposed to people asterisking anybody who purposely takes themselves out of competition, but I guess even in the midst of competition, we just got to realize that everybody ain't Leonard and Hagler. Everybody ain't damn, what was I gonna say? Hagler and Hearns to a degree. They're kind of friends. They're kind of friends. You know, they're like everybody isn't kid and play. You know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't kid and play, Wang, you dig?
Okay, I respect that, but I got a rebuttal.
Let's go.
Now, one of the biggest rap beats, let's say rap beats, Jay and Nas.
Yes.
I think the whole world can agree that Nas took that one with Ethan. You probably have some people out there biased. No, Jay has Super Ugly. Nobody gave a fuck about Super Ugly.
Yeah.
Like, Nas won. Argue with your mama.
You hear that, Jones? You hear that, Jones?
Argue with your mama. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
But what happened afterward? They cool as fuck now.
Yeah. To get money, everything.
We gonna let this rap shit be rap shit. Like, Jones said some shit that I completely totally agree with. This grown ass nigga let a bunch of motherfuckers he don't know gas him into an ass whooping. And he woke up the following day and realized, I really don't want to do that for whatever reason. Because I actually genuinely think that if they had did a back and forth banter for about a month, it would have been real fucking entertaining.
For sure.
And it didn't have to be any malice behind it, because neither one of them was going to say anything cutthroat. Because even with even with the Like That verse coming out, K-Dot still didn't say nothing detrimental to nobody.
Right.
Even though he probably really don't like this nigga Drake. He didn't say anything detrimental. He didn't say anything that was going to be life-changing, career-changing, nothing that was going to stop a bag. And he just don't come off as that type of person to do that no way. So the shit would have been fun and lighthearted. So unfortunately, I gotta agree with Mike Jones in the comments. He woke up and was like, I don't want this smoke.
Yeah.
Again, you cannot say you can't talk this GOAT talk. You can't talk the GOAT talk unless you're prepared to kill.
Okay. It's just like how the OGs talk about SMD. They be like, hey, yo, you better be willing to kill or die if you're telling somebody SMD.
You either better be ready to do the action or kill, or be ready to die.
That's a fact.
Because you may be shocked. He may whip it out on you.
Man. And if you let a man
then what? Then what?
You better cut that.
Hey, you put it out there. You don't know how this next person gonna react. You put it out there, and he say, "Win."
Yeah. Or you get knocked out and raped. Or great. I'm sorry, you can't talk.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
There you go. But you can't get on everybody's track and talk this, I'm the best, I'm the GOAT, I'm this, I'm that, and then as soon as they put you in the ring, the first thing you do, goddamn, is go back out the ropes.
You're like my man in the box. I'm out, bro.
I didn't sign up. Yeah, it's like, no, dude, you can't fucking do that, man. Like, it's rap. Yeah. It's rap. And ain't none of y'all no violent rappers. Y'all don't talk killing nobody. Y'all ain't nobody gonna get. Nobody will be harmed behind these actions.
I dig it.
Y'all can go have dinner at the end of the day behind the type of bars that y'all was going to present us.
Yeah.
Now I'm back into my kids. He bitched up, man. He bitched up. That's it. Like you cannot go on everybody's shit and talk this goat talk. You get on people's shit and tell them that you better than them on their shit.
Yeah.
That's cocky as fuck.
So basically, he really want the collab album to drop between Cole and Kendrick. So
he really wanted that. He really wanted that album to drop.
You know what I'm saying? Something's up.
You know he needed that album to drop.
Yeah, we don't talk about how the collab albums in hip hop that don't be happening because this niggas when they got cleaned up on them. But all right, man. My rap nerd bag is loaded. Man, you did so many great segues, but I had to let you cook. Who's to blame, right? This live is called J. Cole's Apology and Who's to Blame. I have a list. All right. We're going to read off of this list. I've already talked to y'all about how we're 2 generations removed from the guys and girls who had to really battle or freestyle their way to get noticed, to get heard, and then to get on. We've already covered that, right? If you want my personal opinion, I want to say battle rap and industry rap parted ways in a real way over a decade ago, probably 15, maybe even 20 years ago, when we were making the distinction specifically that, hey, Loaded Lux and Murder Mook are battle rappers and Cassidy is now making hit records. I think when we started making that the distinction, even though the Freeway Cassidy battle had happened and all of that, to me, that's when we forever just parted ways. And then that also goes with the campaigns from Jeezy and the campaigns from Game that's saying, yo, I'm not a rapper, I'm a street nigga, or I'm a gangster that just happens to know how to rap. Like that whole period of the mid to late 2000s where everybody was trying to be anything but a rapper, or that the rapper was the part-time job. You know what I'm saying? Like, since we got to that, I feel like everything kind of just like separated itself, right? I've already blamed the blog era, have I not? I want to make sure I blame the blog era for this because that's causing everything that I just stated. The blog era, the first time where you can just make your project, put it on Dat Piff, and because somebody wants to be hipster enough to put people onto new music or to be a rap snob, like, because let's be clear, the whole blog era started to just say like, hey, yo, industry music is trash. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't like Jay-Z. You should listen to Big Crit instead. You know what I mean? Like that's where a lot of the blog era stems from. It's like, yo, you like Eminem? Oh, boy, you should listen to Action Bronson. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just got to have discernment and enough character about yourself to listen to both. You can listen to both. You can like the guys that you've never heard of, and you can like the guy that sold 100 million records, you know? But to me, the blog era was just the answer to like, yo, I'm tired of hearing Nelly. Oh, I don't like swagger like us. So, you know, I'm going to put in this Asher Roth. Like, what? So now, first layer and group of people to blame are the internet rap stans. They're to blame for this reason, Wang, because although it is a cop-out, it is because of the chatter of like that and how Cole had to hear, oh no, he going at you too. He not just dissing Drake. He dissing you too. What you about to do, bro? You on the clock to respond. And so now he feels he has to do something. And it's like, but you really don't, especially if you're not necessarily cut like that. Now, should he want to do something because he's been calling himself the greatest rapper alive and the best rapper for 24 months? Yeah, he should want to, but he don't. And at the end of the day, he a grown man with his own family. I'm not here to question what a grown man doing in his own house. But the fact that you accepted the notion that, hey, Kendrick could be talking about me and I don't know if I should respond, already puts you in a very interesting position, right? Because it's like, but bro, you fresh off of just telling us how great you are. You don't want to prove it against somebody else that's great? And the internet doesn't ask him like that. They say, oh, nigga, Kendrick, hey, can y'all eat these niggas alive? Nigga, you better kill this nigga. You better do this. Like that's the energy versus maybe somebody just need to be in Cole's corner to be like, hey, bro, I mean, yeah, he's talking about Drake or whatever, but I mean, shoot, if you the best, why not show homie you the best? Like, it could be that simple. But we get 7-minute drill, right? Now, this is interesting. I love how Jones is about to tie all this in for me. He just said, now 7-minute drill is this era super ugly. Let's talk about this. You know what else I blame for this? Rap nerd bag officially just through the roof. It's like the fucking, what's that? Not the Jack in the Box, but the thing where you open a bag and just mad inflatable start flying out. Check this out. Another problem that we have here as a rap community is that we praise Takeover too much by Jay-Z, and we don't praise the bitchin' you by Common enough. Here where I go with this. Jay-Z is the guy who literally presented the fact that, oh, I have to tell facts. I have to expose you. I have to have one up or a secret on you. And I got to disregard and disrespect your catalog. But because I know something on you, that makes my diss better than yours. Why that's a problem is this. I'm gonna answer the question by asking you a question, Wang. When you heard No Vaseline for the very first time, did you really want to confirm that Jerry Heller was having anal sex with Eazy-E?
No.
Did we go out of our way to fact check if Dr. Dre was sucking dick?
No.
So now why do we live for the quote facts that Jay-Z is kicking in Takeover, right? Because I come from the school where you just insult people, and that's just what it is. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you could tell a girl, you so fat, it look like you got 3 titties. You know she don't got 3 titties, but on the playground, that ring off. That's funny. But you know what? When you tell the other kid, man, that's why y'all on welfare, you don't never eat, you might get beat up. Because, oh, man, we joking. Why you gotta bring this truth into it? I should kill you. Like, though, and those are the games people play, and you have to gauge it as such. Here is the deal. People wanted so bad to live by Nas had one hot album in 10 years, and that's not the truth. MC Search said, like, yo, no, Nas has publishing rights to dead presidents. Like, don't get it confused. Yeah, he might have paid Searchlight Publishing, but MC Search pays Nas. Like, but it was those things. Oh, your business ain't right. Your catalog ain't all this other whatever. And then we go into, you know what? Did you know who? Did you know? Carmen. He want to let everybody know that he hit Carmen, which is the mother of Nas's oldest child, his daughter. Now, that's pillow talking and dirty Mac. But hey, you know who else we potentially praise for dirty macking and pillow talking? Tupac Shakur. Because what's everybody's favorite bar to kick off of this record? That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. So now pillow talking is cool when Pac do it. Now dirty macking is cool when Pac do it. And so now with that, right? So those who this is hit them up and take over, right? You have a legion of people that say, oh, that's how you got to do it. That's the way you got to approach these records. I got to know something for real. You got to have facts. You got to have like something so scathing to embarrass and humiliate people, because this is what the people want the most. The reason why we need to fall back on that a tad and just adopt the love and appreciation for Commons, the bitching you a little more, is because he literally dissed Ice Cube in a way that even Ice Cube was like, I can't believe people thinking he out rapping me. So like, because, and look, and Common, who is, you know, hey, look, he might have lost to Drake with Better, but he won the one with Ice Cube, and he kicked the verse off with a bitch nigga with an attitude named Cube, step for the calm with a few. Now, what the fuck I look like this in the whole coast? You ain't made shit dope since America's Most. So, and he just starts going. And so, literally, he can say anything at that point. He didn't have to know his wife and hit her before. He didn't like, he told him he was a Muslim, he a fake Muslim drinking beer. And he was like, your man's is whack. He's like, none of y'all get a chance on the mic. Every time you come out, I'm gonna talk about you till you let that bitch in you come up out you. And it's like, yeah, he was engaging in the aspect of like, yo, maybe I will smack one of you niggas or snatch one of your chains. Maybe I will. But the thing is, if you really know Common in real life, you would really know that the personas that they actually have on wax, they're kind of flipped in a lot of ways. Because Common's not chump. You should just ask enough people in Chicago. They'll let you know. But the thing is, you know, even the tongue-in-cheek bars and it like the I'ma have to wreck a hoe say. I heard a hoe say you her favorite rapper. So I had to slap her. Like, it's like, yo, you know, it's just, it's one of those things where it's like, dog, it's a way to compete lyrically and it not have to live and die by the somebody has to die. Somebody can't be here anymore. And I'm not saying that it wouldn't have escalated to something different. I mean, hey, they did have Farrakhan step in. Hey, look, this is all information on the Beef DVD. Y'all can literally look at it and see it for yourself. But the main point I'm making is that if we just praise the aspect of out rapping people more than we praise the fact that, oh, he did this or he don't do that, he not really in the street, he really got shot at, he got shot. Like if we really just take it back a bit or at least level everything out to be like, yo, this is as good as that, this and so on and so forth, I think you get a different reaction from this generation with everything that's going on. Now, again, that's not to say that Takeover isn't a great diss, because it is. It's a very great diss. Say, listen, from that summer of 2001 until his birthday, I listened to it because I was waiting for Nas to come back. Nas has always been my guy. And the thing is, it's like, yo, you like for every reason that people think Kendrick is great, Nas did it on Ether, but yet we still saying Takeover is better. What he did was out energy, out slander, and out talk shit. That's what he did. But yet, Takeover's facts, so it's got to be better. No, it fucking ain't and don't. Like so that's why I admire and laugh at the level of goalposts moving, because literally that's Kendrick's energy alone has made people rethink a lot of things that they even believed in the day before, like that drop. and obviously, I think that Cole might have heard something. He might have got a snippet and was like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm out. Maybe I'm out because I can't outdo this."
Okay, everything that you just said, I agree with. But I didn't view it in the same way that you viewed it as to why we didn't do any fact checks in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I always took it as it had to be more of a reality because we also live in a generation of "I'll sue you."
Hey.
So you can't just be how it was 70s, 80s, 90s, throwing out gay allegations or you did this with you know what, with you know who. Let's keep, you can't do that today.
Right.
You can't do that today.
Yeah, you know, a lawyer up.
quick. So I tend to not like to compare our early generation of hip hop to this new generation because it's night and day. Like I said, you back then you get on the mic, he shoot a slug at you, you shoot one back, maybe some lies in there, maybe some truth in there, but was it a good song?
That's all that mattered.
Was it a good song?
Do my shit jam more than yours? Because in the rap battle, that's the real battle. Do my song jam more than yours? No matter how we spin it, that's what we really come from. Like, I know the even as Joe was saying, more hip hop, less street shit, but like even in that, you know what I'm saying? Even break dancers who were street dudes, it was like, but yo, our routine go harder than y'all's. Like, hey, when Cool Mo D stepped to Busy D, he's like, yo, my bars go harder than yours. KRS-One was like, yo, MC Shanna's garbage. My joints go harder than his. And he dropped the bridges over and it's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I think that even with all of this, and I'm saying this as a lyric listener first, the first thing I do is listen to what somebody said. No matter how I feel about the beat, I'm always gonna be like, oh, yo, I'm gonna laugh. I'm like, oh, that was hard. I was like, ooh, whatever. I'm like, yo, turn this off. This guy sucks. Like, I've done that a couple times as well. but it's all about, yo, hey, look, my joint it just jammed harder than what you got, man. And it's like and I'm still gonna blame Jay-Z, even though I know what Jones is saying about maybe Hit 'Em Up is more to blame. But the reason why Hit 'Em Up is not to blame too much, because I try to be sensitive about the Big and Pac thing, because one, obviously, a lot of New Yorkers are covering up some shady stuff that Big did. And on the flip side, both of them end up dying. We know it really had nothing to do with Hit 'Em Up versus Who Shot You. We know that if we're just common sense human beings. But I want to say that only because Pac didn't really live. No, not even really live. Pac didn't live to hear Life After Death drop. And neither did Big. I wanted him to be alive for that. Like, no, hey, but when this album come out, like, now let's see what you and your little all eyes is gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, Machiavelli this. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to die. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a kick in the door. Like, I wanted that moment. I wanted Big to be alive for Life After Death to drop, for everybody talking shit to have to deal with that. And yo, this jams. This album jams. You ain't got one of these. So now you gotta do something. Now respond to this. Respond to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I wanted. So I only blame Jay-Z because that's when he started taking over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z said that after pulling out a Beyonce one night. He was like, yo, I don't care if you Mobb Deep, I hold triggers to cruise. Like he's like, yo, you know you feeling yourself when you got Rockaware popping off, State Properties making a killing, and you just start having intercourse with Beyonce. You can't tell a nigga like that anything. And then for him to be like, and then for him to end the verse with, because you know what, you know who, you know what, well, you know who. Let's keep that between. He's saying, hey, look, I fucked your girl and you ain't gonna fuck mine. That's literally what he told him. Like, that's what he trying to tell him. So it's like, hold up. So yeah, people thought Nas was chump. So John, but Nas, who is, hey, look, he's from Queens. He was like, he's not about the bridges over me. Like, this is not happening. so he goes right out there. He goes right to the booth. He goes in so hard that they cut the original version. Like, they're like, nah, you can't do all this. I want to hear the joints that Swizz didn't want out. I want to hear the verse that Scarface deleted. I want to hear those because then we have the real conversation. Then we having the real conversation. But that's why I blame. But I blame that though because again, even though it's for me the conversation will always be takeover versus either. People want to do it against Super Ugly, but hey, look, the Paid in Full freestyle that Nas did had the whole rock come after him. That's how y'all got Special Delivery by Beanie Siegel. Like he heard the Rip the Freeway shoot through Memphis with money bags on the way to down some cheesesteaks and eat beans fast. Like that's what he heard. He was like, whoa, wait, what up? Wait a minute, hold up. I need to get at this nigga. And like, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, compared to Benji Watt, he was like, oh, and now you're trying to big me up. Like, while shitting on my man, like, we don't play that. Like, that's how Beans got into this. Like, and Proof is one of the best battle rappers ever, by the way. Like, to be crystal clear. But so no, I definitely blame just take over the record. And it's not, and again, it's not to discredit the record. It's not just me being a Nas fan because, again, that was the first time in my life, and I was 20, 21 at the time, and people were like, well, Takeover is better because it's facts. I was like, since when we start calibrating facts in rap battles, nigga? Like, that was my argument for a decade. I was like, when did we start doing that? So, hey, yo, and look, and so now look, we're 2024. Cole has no facts. Further my rap nerd back, 7-minute drill. Now, not only do we know it was not just rap, like it was just rap, it was nothing but rap. He was capping the entire verse.
He was.
That's what we learned. Because look, if he really wanted to play the game, he really got intel and info, he really gonna expose dude or whatever, then you don't apologize. The thing is, hey, look, he reneged on the book. Talking like you had 7 spades, you got 2.
But what happened to people that renege on the book? You get your ass beat.
That's right.
You renege.
That's right. Hey, but look, that's the rap starter kit though. Wang, that's the rap this starter kit. Oh, I gotta pick a dope beat. I gotta talk about my man's called me and wanted to do something. My man want to kill you, blah 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 blah. Right? Then it's like, yo, I'll expose you. You're not really like that. And then it's, yo, homegirl, we share her like that. That's it. That's what every disc has been built on since damn Takeover. It's your albums are weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give you credit for one album, or I like your shit. That's one. My man's been wanting to get at you. My man's been wanting to shoot you. My man's been wanting to kill you. You ain't really cut like that. You ain't built for this. Blah blah blah. And I'll expose you. People don't know you like I know you. I'm going to expose you. Like, that's it. That, and again, the beat got to be hard. That's it. Those are the 5 let me diss a nigga starter pack things. And and J. Cole talked like he had 6 spades and he had 2, and his hand was bleeding. So he was gonna cut clubs one time, but we ain't gonna get that far. You out the game. We taking your 2 before we even get the clubs, nigga. We leading diamonds and spades. Let's see how you play now. We gonna lead diamonds and spades and see how much you talk. That's what happened here.
Got his ass clean off the motherfucking table.
Yep, and that's what I believe. Y'all welcome to challenge it, but he just following the rap diss starter kit and lost, and knew he was gonna lose because, again, I say, and I'm not gonna waver from this. I don't think that Kendrick went at Cole so hard that he had to diss him. I just don't believe in that. As a person that's just, well, as a person with a vocabulary, it wasn't that deep to me. Like it was not that serious.
But that's why I said it should have went the way that I said it should have went. It should have just been a light sparring match. Yeah. It didn't have to go. It didn't have to go into depth. Like you said, it didn't have to be no. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. It didn't have to be any of that.
Right.
Back and forth, making it clear that hey, this verse is for K Dot. K Dot bang back. This verse is specifically for J. Cole. The shit didn't have to get catastrophic to the point where you felt like, oh, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shut your bitch ass up. Good bro. me not even knowing these men, you know, personally.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Kendrick was not going to take 7-minute drill and be like, our friendship is over.
Right. Yeah, because that makes him a super hoe. You're gonna rap like this? We're not friends anymore, damn it.
I can't believe he said that about me. I was like, no. Okay, I'm gonna take the 7-minute drill, give you about a week and a half, and he was gonna come back with something super light.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we're going to slowly up the ante, but we're just going to give the world bars. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Just bars.
Yeah.
Nobody has to die when we're done. Like, again, Tory Lanez, Joyner Lucas. They gave the world bars and even dissed each other in the midst of the bars, but everything was so lighthearted.
Yeah.
That once they heard it, I know they were sitting back laughing about the shit.
Yeah. Hey, listen, my bad. Real quick.
Like, Joe, okay, go ahead.
If J. Cole could have took that same, the beat switch, not that first one. I don't mess with the first one. But when the beat switched, he could have literally said, hey, Kendrick, respond, and just rapped. But like, yo, this is how hard I came on this beat. Like, hey, Kendrick, respond to this. You think you the, like, you know what I'm saying? You said you're the king of both coasts. Well, I live on the East Coast. Like, hey, look, you need to respond to this. And it literally could have just been a back, like, oh, well, Kendrick about to shoot a verse, and maybe he about to take the same beat and just try to rap better than Cole on it and then raise that conversation. If that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, right? And we know this because we have very artistic daughters. We both have daughters that can paint, draw, whatever, and they'll show out for no reason, but don't necessarily want to jump into the competitions and doing certain like specialty pieces for people. They don't want to do it. And we like, hey, and that's cool because look, it's still a lane. It's still a lane to make a lot of money about that. Now, the flip side is, I don't think either one of our daughters like, yo, I'm the best painter in the world. Can't nobody fuck with me. because when you do talk like that, you do have to, you got to expose yourself to the world.
Yes.
You have to expose yourself. Like once, I mean, hey, you know what? The more humbleness you lack, the more you have to step out into the world with receipts. I'll say that.
I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah, this conversation is really just going to lead to me just repeating myself over and over because I just have that. Like, bro, like I said, the adult part of me gets it.
Yeah.
The hip hop head in me feels away, but that childish motherfucker in me, he's screaming loud.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, I totally get it because even when like last night when I saw it, I was like, "What? He's apologizing? Like for what? Like, what are you apologizing for? This doesn't make any sense to me." And you know, hey, look, man. Yeah, self-awareness is key. Yeah, you shouldn't step out there if you're really not like that. I mean, look, hey, listen. I think we can look at this scenario and put it into any portion of our lives, right? And it can make sense whether it happened to us or we saw somebody. To me, J. Cole apologizing after dropping 7-minute drill is no different from randomly one Wednesday somebody you grew up with in junior high shows up with a blue flag saying GD on the G. Everything is on the G today. It's like, bro, when did this happen? We were just together at Dairy Queen Sunday. When did all of this happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like you realize he false flagging, but he never tell you he false flagging, but you go out of town, he get beat up or he get jumped or he accidentally get shot, not even accidentally, because you know how that goes. But then it's like, yo, hey, the streets in the game. You know what I mean? Like, or you know, or just the aspect of, yo, I'm flagging until real G's pull up. Then my head's to the front. Oh no, I got allergies. I'm just blowing my nose with this. Not. I'm not really about no action. You know what I mean? It's no different from the girl with 20 bodies. No, it's no different from the girl that wanna have sex with the dude and her friend, but she don't want them to tell. So it's like, oh my God, like, you know, so the third guy, she's a good girl for them. You know, it's no different from the dude that, you know, has no criminal record, but that he moves to a different city and starts rapping and he moving kilos. Like it's all of these personas, right? Like J. Cole got wrapped up into what the rapper persona was. And it literally got the best of him. I really do believe him when he was like, yo, I ain't slept in 2 days. It was like, yes. I believe it. And it's like, and this not, you know, I'm not going to pick on light-skinned people or biracial kids or anything like that.
I will.
I'm not going to do it today. But this is definitely a situation where it's like, man, you know what? If nothing, like, that 3 minutes was more believable than the 7-minute drill. It really was. I only had to listen to it one time to retain everything. I was like, oh, that's what you meant. You know, you ain't really, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to do nothing. Like when Wesley Snipes snatched up Mike in the bag, get off of me. You ain't bad, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. And this is like, all right, bro.
That's funny because that's funny solely on the simple fact that I felt the exact same way. I watched it once. It was just like, it is what it is. I don't need to hear it anymore. He doesn't need to expound on it.
Yep.
It was clear. It was very clear. It was very clear how you felt. You know, and how remorseful.
Yeah. Okay, Doe. Let me out. What? Let me out, though. Like,
Man,
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You know. So yeah, man. Hey, look. 80s babies, golden era hip hop heads and fans of all ages in that sphere. Hip hop as we know it is over. All right. It is done. You just need to lean on your nostalgia, because the guys that can really rap are truly rapping for art. They're not even rapping for sport. That whole rap is the NBA, rap is like boxing, rap is wrestling. None of that is real. None of that is real. Rap is art now. It is strictly art. Because here's the deal. The other thing, and I'm going to talk to some of you rappers that I've been watching some of y'all post and all of that on X and on Facebook and Instagram, all that. I've been watching a lot of other rappers. Hey, look, PSA, because I don't want y'all to get confused either, right? Just because you willing to jump out in the ring don't mean you should. Like, you still gotta be nice. You still gotta be dope. Just because, yo, man, if Kendrick would have said that to me, I would have wrote 100 bars. 100 bars of what, though? Because
dumpster juice.
Man, listen, you can take that 30-gallon bag of rubbish and toss it right down the incinerator, buddy. We don't want to hear none of that shit. Some of y'all do. So I do want that clear. Like, because we did get into this culture too, also, where like, oh, anybody that's just angry is gonna hop on the beat and rap, and we're supposed to support it. And like, ooh, real rap is back and beef and this. No, a lot of diss tracks are garbage. Garbage. And it's the reason why we're talking about the same 10 every time a new battle comes up. Like you want to know how whack diss tracks are? We're still talking about the ones that took place in 86. Like that's how bad a lot of them are. So don't get it confused. Just because you'll jump out there don't mean we want to hear that shit, because we don't. You better be dope. You better be the nicest person in your house, let alone the nicest nigga on the block. Some of y'all kids and grandmamas rap better than y'all. And you need to relax. You need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are not the nicest on the bus that you get to work on. Some of you are not. You know? So I do want that clear. I don't want a lot of people feeling that they're better than J. Cole now because they're willing to battle. Cola, clean you up. Hey, Cola, get y'all. Cola gonna get y'all. I don't know about Kendrick, but he gonna get y'all. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Hey, man. But you know what? Hey, look, man. Hey, look, salute to Kendrick Lamar, though, man. No. Salute to him. I mean, hey, look. Hey, to make J. Cole lose, get out of character, lose sleep, and then apologize, and you ain't said, he ain't tweeted. He did nothing.
Ain't said a word.
He just let Future and Metro upload the track and just waited. So, hey, look. So, salute to Kendrick Lamar. I'm not a hater. I'm really not a hater. It's like, hey, look, you did it. I don't even know what you did, but you did it. Well, so, salute to you, bro.
Well, one thing I have to say thank you to you for is that you did not allow Mike Jones to be added to this line, because I'm gonna.
Oh, my man, Brian James, what up, brother? Oh man, we gotta talk. We gotta. Hey, look, Joseph, let me add it. Oh man. My man Brian James, who is a really big fan of both Kendrick and Cole. So like, He's literally like when you talk about fan bases, he's literally the epitome of it is to be a fan of the new rappers of today. Like we had so many talks in our office, and well, our office, my office, about how, you know, I think specifically to Pimp a Butterfly, and I believe Born Sinner was the project, like how they were just like lyrically, they were life-changing for him. So I know he probably didn't want to see this, but he probably didn't want to see it like that either. So that's like my heart hurts for people like my man Brian James, because I know that he is a very unbiased lover of the art from both of those gentlemen. And it probably would have been dope to just see, like we were saying, just the friendly exhibition. Like it would have been cool to see that.
I would have loved to see it. I would have loved to see it.
Man.
Well, I can say this. I'll put this out here before I get out of here because I got to take the family out to eat.
For sure.
I know Joyner Lucas and Bryson Tiller pissed off right now.
Man, because
they shit getting overshadowed. That shit getting overshadowed like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because we talking about this shit.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna listen to that Tiller and that Joyner Lucas though. Even though again I'm mad he lost to Tory Lanez, but I do want to listen to both projects because
at least he wasn't scared to do it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But once he hopped on live and was like, "Hey, let me explain to y'all what I was trying to." Nah, bro, hold up.
Nah, no explanations, you lost.
You don't get to do that. Like you ain't about to rap genius me. Like I just didn't him rap, and I just made a decision. Like, see what rappers be doing, bro? Like, see what rappers be doing, and he on. So now just imagine the people 2 tiers under him. Think about what they're doing. Like, see?
Don't play yourself.
Man,
don't let somebody else make you play yourself.
Man,
that's what we learned from this whole. Don't let somebody else make you play yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's all the fuck that happened. You let a bunch of motherfuckers send you off into playing yourself.
Man.
And I think you're gonna have a hard time recovering. I personally think it's gonna be kind of hard for him to recover.
Oh, so matter of fact, I'm telling. Hey, look. So final thoughts. Like, how do you think? What is the trajectory that you see for Cole now? Because seemingly, ironically, the next album is called The Fall Off, and it's on the way.
Did he? Was this the start of his demise? Is what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, because look, he's already said, "Hey, this ain't happening. I'm officially out. I'm realigning my spirit and my purpose. It's all about the fall off, and that's it." So now, as a person who ain't really a fan like that anyway, has this affected how you will or even want to hear the fall off?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if he's really tuning in to what the world is saying and how the world is perceiving things, which is why he's taking some of these recent actions that he's taking.
Mm-hmm.
This album, if it's not already done yet, if he's still working on this album before he puts it out, it's going to be a whole bunch of "I want to apologize" music on there. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. If you're gonna take this whole project and use this whole project to apologize for responding or apologize for not responding and choosing to unrespond, I don't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I don't want to hear GOAT talk either.
Fair.
I don't want to hear GOAT talk from you. Like I don't want to hear you jumping down talking about you the best. No, you're not. Nigga, you gonna fuck around and make me put Big Sean over you. Keep fucking playing.
Dang. I had Sean there.
I had Sean there.
I'm really one of the few, but after Detroit and Dark Sky Paradise, I had Big Sean higher than Cole, catalog-wise for sure.
Yeah. Like I had Sean there. Sean decided, to do whatever the fuck Sean was doing, but don't let your actions, goddamn it, shit, have you fight to get 3 back.
Right. Yeah, hey. Hey. I you know what? My thing is this. As a person who is I've been on this roller coaster ride with Cole. I was really high on him until the first album drop. I felt Born Center was overrated. I thought Forest Hill Drive was good, really good actually, but it was a little overhyped. And then I'm back down for Your Eyes Only, KOD, and then we get to the off season, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then obviously the Truly Yours and all that, mess with it. But man, listen, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. I don't know. I literally don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see. The rap nerd in me will not listen to it because I got to do what I did today, which is just have fountains of potentially useless information or useless at the time I didn't know I needed it information when I refer to Cole's album. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Wang, I want to hold you up. I'm getting Jones on this because he's talking about Sean over Cole like that's like all right.
Yeah, like that's blasphemous.
Right. It's like, dog, just because you hate Big Sean don't mean that he's not nice. Let's not forget how the 2010 started. The 2010 started where everybody chasing my last. All right? Like, let's be clear. And y'all scared when Marvin Gaye and Sade was like, oh, yo, he got 4 hits in a row now. Like, that's how we started. We started the 2010s with Big Sean and Wale running circles around these niggas, and Drake was trying to catch one. That's where we started. Let's never get that confused. like, yo, because that didn't ring off. It's over. That didn't ring off like they thought it was going to. But Sean and Wale's joints did. Like, and Find Your Love wasn't a rap record. So we gotta really put respect on the names that really kicked this shit off. Hey,
see, I'm starting to think Jones picking on me. I think Jones just picking on me because I'm a new guy.
yeah. You got. Hey, listen. He think he Kendrick Lamar too. He like to get out here. Hey, let's get it, bro. He like to do that. He like to do that to me. He be doing that to me. So I know, Jones. Hey, Jones. Do you and my man Brian? Do y'all want the invite? Because I know Wayne got to go, and we got to show the record later. But I'm more than happy. Hey, look, I ain't calling y'all. What you want to do? Like, I'll shoot the link. All right. I'm him. I'm on that time. Oh man. Hey, listen. Thank you again. Hey, listen. I'm glad that you wanted to hop on here and talk rap. I thought that I was, getting you too far out your comfort zone talking the rap music and all of that. I had you listening to Sukihana a few weeks ago. You know what I mean? So,
I still haven't forgiven you for that. Still haven't forgiven you for that.
Hey, man, listen, made in the 1980s. Hey, listen, y'all make sure y'all check out Fast Food Slander. That's the episode that's live right now. And we got another one dropping on this coming Friday. Check us out wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. And basically, that's Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and it's YouTube. We'll be there. Thank you so much, Jones. Yeah, because we're over an hour and a half. I'm going to send you another link, my brother. We about to go retro. And man, hey, screw your job, Brian. but listen, y'all, we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in to this live. And always know that is always love.